the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Gridiron with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Cousins hands to Dalvin Cook.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. If these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was tackled.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a pickup of 6.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This crowd is not like that, Cole.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Panthers nothing.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. open man is Samuel, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. For 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The game at
extra
7.
point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to... Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Going for it all. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 27, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Dan Bailey.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He's going to field this at the 4. Good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Panthers 21. Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certain.
Looking for his tight end, Rudolph. It's intercepted. And Shaq Thompson here with a pick. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Cousins. The rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Gannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Again, it's Cook.
At the 24-yard line.
To the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
First and 10 at the 24-yard.
Cousins on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down now. It's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Now Cousins. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bailey's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Number 30.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
They run it again with Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Oh, that's one of the warming hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Bridgewater. To the right side, he's got another complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And a Panther first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Teddy on the keeper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. A carry here for the big tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Carter on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
With the carry for Carolina. The tackle made by Michael Pierce.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Vikings 30-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Vikings.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis, next